All right, Blue Ribbons fans, you know what that means. It's time for Blue Ribbons Baseball. Hey, evening fans, and welcome to the final two games of the regular season for the Blue Ribbons. As the Green Bay Blue Ribbons welcome the Kenosha Kings for doubleheader action here tonight. As we mentioned, it's the final two games of the season. The next time you'll see the Ribbons will be in the WSL tournament on August 2nd. As they are celebrating the fans here tonight for fan appreciation. As we talked about the Kenosha Kings, let's look at their lineup. JT Reed will lead it off. Beer batter for game one, Joel Kate will be batting second. Batting third, Mason Velasquez. Batting sixth, Aaron Hurd. Batting fifth, Ryan Riffenberg. Batting sixth will be Sam Plash. Batting seventh, Chris Blyskell. Batting eighth, Jack Ryan. And George Bravo will round out the order for the Kenosha Kings. Outfield, left to right, Braden Plew in left, Easton Art in center, Brian Gerbers over in right, Easton Hurd at third, Dawson Schmidt at short, Peyton Conley at second, Boone Kirst at first, and behind the dish will be Brady LaViolette. Game one starter will be Matthew Eberhardt, as Ribbons hoping he can go the distance against Kenosha would be great, but at least a good amount of innings. As we're just about ready to get this game started, JT Reed now heading to the box. Reed played in game one, but did not play in game two, unless he was one of those swaps. In game one, flew out to third in the first, walked and came around to score in the second, grounded to the pitcher in the third, flew out to left in the fifth, had a single, and eventually came around to score in the seventh. As I was reading all that, it was hit by pitch and takes the free base. This will bring up the beer batter, Joe Kate. Joel did not play in either of the games. Thought about checking the runner over at first, but not to be. Kate ready in the box. Here comes the 1-1. Checking the runner at first, back in plenty of time. Count remains 1-0. Pitch from Eberhardt. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back. Count goes 2-0. That pitch will be high for ball three. 4 consecutive balls to start the game for Eberhardt. As he comes set, we'll see if Kate has the green light. The pitch takes off. It was ball. No, it was a strike. But Reed getting in easily as the ball gets away from LaViolette. Count goes to 3-1. The pitch from Kate misses zone ball 4. As he'll take the free base down to first. Runners now at first and second for Mason Velasquez. Velasquez playing in both games yesterday. Single in the first, triple in the second, almost came around to score. Flew out to center in the fourth, had a double in the fifth, was unable to get the home run for the cycle as he drew a walk in the seventh in game one. In game two, Velasquez grounded out to second in the first, singled and came around to score in the third, struck out looking in the fourth, and struck out swinging in the fifth. Throw down to third will be in time, as they will get Reed on the stolen base. It is now one down. Velasquez currently with a 2-0 count, as that will be smacked foul. Velasquez taking his time getting back to the box. Eberhardt ready. Here's the 1-2. Inside for a ball. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch. High for ball 3. Count is full. 3-2, 1 out. The pitch. High and in for ball 4 as Velasquez will trot down to first. This will put runners at first and second once again, but still one down. As this will bring up Aaron Hurd. Having a quick chat will be LaViolette, trying to settle Eberhardt down. Neither umpire coming up to break up the conversation, so LaViolette will head back after he's done saying his piece. Aaron Hurd at the dish. First pitch to him. Will miss his own for a ball. Eberhardt set. Here's the 1-0. And there for a strike. Count even at 1. As here's the pitch. Popped up towards left. Hurd giving chase. He'll run out of real estate as this will land in the crowd. Count is 1-2 to Aaron Hurd. Eberhardt ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and away. LaViolette keeping this one in front of him. Count is even at 2. The 2-2. Popped up. Eberhardt looking for Hurd to get it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. As this will bring up Ryan Riffenberg. Riffenberg did play in both games yesterday. He was the beer batter for game 1, making nobody happy, having a 3-for-4 night, only out being a fly out to right. As he'll stare at strike 1 here. In game 2, drawing 2 walks, but striking out in the first and flying out to right in the fourth. Swung on a miss here. Count now 0-2. As Eberhardt now one strike away from getting out of this inning with no damage done. Here's the pitch. As that'll be lined towards short. It'll come off Schmidt, rounding third, heading home. And scoring will be Joel Kate. As it's now 1-0 Kenosha. Velasquez heads to third on the single. This will bring up Sam Plash. Plash played in game 2. He was the beer batter for that game. Had a double in the third. Drew a walk in the fifth and then lined out to second in the second. Here's the 1-0 to Plash. Gonna check the runner at first. Back in time. The 1-0. In there for a strike count, even at 1. Eberhardt ready, the 1-1. As that'll be lined foul back to the net. Count is 1-2. Eberhardt set. The pitch. High for a ball. Count is even at 2. As that'll be lined towards center, giving chase and making the catch will be the center fielder, Easton Arndt, for out number 3. Ribbons give up 1 here in the top of the first. It's 1-0. We'll see how the Ribbons respond. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Peyton Conley, Dawson Schmidt, Landon Lozier. Those are your due up for the Green Bay Blue Ribbons. We'll get to the rest of their lineup right now. Batting 4th, Boone Kirsch. Batting 5th, Brady LaViolette. Batting 6th, Braden Plew. Batting 7th, Easton Arndt. Batting 8th, Brian Gerbers. And rounding out the order will be Easton Hurd. Count 2-0 to Conley. As that will come off of him. As that hit by pitch will send him down to first base. Runner at first now for Dawson Schmidt. Umpire taking a little extra time here. Conley takes his lead over at first. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Got him at 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Skips in the dirt for a ball. Count is even. On the mound for the Kings here in Game 1 will be Jake Carroll. As here's the 1-1. As that'll be lined up the middle, base hit. Conley to second. He will stay. As the Ribbons get runners at first and second for Landon Lozier. Lozier, the DH for the Ribbons here for Game 1. He was the DH in both Game 1 and 2 yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for a strike, got him at 0-1. Lozier ready in the box. As here's the pitch from Carroll. That'll be high and into Lozier. Able to duck out of the way. Count is even. 1-1, nobody out. The pitch. High and away for ball 2. Conley over at second trying to throw a throw over. As here's the 2-1. High for ball 3. Lozier in the box. As here's the 3-1 pitch. As that will fall in for strike 2. Count now full to Lozier. Trying to put a runner at third with nobody down. The pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. As there's now 1 down for Boone Kirst. Kirst playing first base here tonight. Him and LaViolette seem to be changing which one is catching for both games. I would imagine Kirst is catching game 2. As that pitch will find the zone for strike 1. Ribbons still have another catcher they could use, Ian Salveson. We saw him play yesterday. Here's the 0-1. That'll be fouled off. Count is 0-2. Here's the pitch from Carroll. That'll be fouled to the net. Count is 0-2. Oh, 2, 1 out. And here comes the pitch. Strike 3 looking. There's now 2 down for Brady LaViolette. LaViolette looking to extend the inning for the Ribbons, as the Ribbons trying not to squash the first 2 runners reaching base. Conley at second. First pitch to LaViolette is going to be outside for ball 1. As we mentioned, LaViolette catching here for game 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see Kirst do game 2. So here's the 1-0. He'll step off. Carroll needing a little extra time as he comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. As that'll be lined towards right center. It will stay up, but not enough. Conley coming around to score. Throw to third is going to be not in time, as this game is tied at 1 off of the LaViolette single. Braden Plew will now be the batter with runners at the corners. First pitch to him will be in there for a strike. Count 0-1 to Plew. That'll get fouled back to the net. Plew down to his final strike as the Ribbons try to keep this inning going. The pitch. That'll be strike 3, and the inning is over. Ribbons tied up at 1 as we head to the second. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Top of the second here at Joannes Park. Chris Blyskill, Jack Ryan, and George Bravo. Those are your due up for the Kenosha Kings. Blyskill did play in game 1. Did not play in game 2. Blyskill had a single in the first, drew a walk in the second. Flew out to left in the 4th before striking out in the 5th. He was eventually pinch hit for in the 7th. As he'll stare at ball 1 here. Count now even. Blyskoll playing third base for the Kings. This is the 1-0. That'll be a dribbler towards third. Eberhardt has it. Throw to first will be in time for out number 1. Great play from Eberhardt. Keeps the bases empty for Jack Ryan. Ryan playing shortstop for Kenosha. First pitch will miss the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 will find the zone to even it up. Eberhardt ready on the mound. So here's the pitch. High and away for ball 2. Count now 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Count even at 2. Two, 1 out. Pitch from Eberhardt. It's going to get fouled back to the net. Ryan in the box. The 2-2. That'll be inside for ball 3. Count now even. 3-2, the pitch. That will go behind him for ball 4. As this will bring up George Bravo. Bravo did well against the Ribbons in the doubleheader yesterday. In game 1, Bravo drew a walk in the second, eventually came around to score, hit a single in the third, a double in the 5th, and drew a walk again in the 6th. And then in game 2, walked in the second, grounded out to short in the third, and then had another double, which eventually came around to score in the 5th. 1-0 will find the zone to even the count up at 1. Pitch from Eberhardt. As that will get grounded towards third. Gets past Hurd. No play for Dawson Schmidt. As that will be an infield single for George Bravo. This will bring up top of the order, JT Reed. Reed, so far today, hit by a pitch. As that will be a line drive towards right center. Calling for it is Arndt. Tagging but going back will be Jack Ryan. As there is now 2 down for the beer batter, Joel Kate. If he strikes out, buy one, get one free PBR at the concession stand. As a reminder, today is Fan Appreciation Night. So, dollar dogs. First pitch to Kate will slide out of the zone for ball 1. Eberhardt ready the pitch. Will miss the zone again for ball 2. Eberhardt not finding the zone against the beer batter. As here's the 1-0. As that will hit him. Kate drilled by the pitch. Will bring Mason Velasquez to the dish. Not a guy you want to see right now. Velasquez has done well against the Ribbons so far. But Eberhardt now looking to get him out here before damage happens. As we mentioned in game 1 of yesterday's game, Velasquez almost hitting for the cycle. As he'll stare at ball 1 here. It was only a home run away. As that pitch will be popped up. Eberhardt calling for it, but he'll let LaViolet make the catch for out number 3. None come across here for the Kings. It's still 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Bottom of the second here at Joannes Park. Easton Arndt, Brian Gerbers, and Easton Hurd. Those are your due up for the Green Bay Blue Ribbons. Just saw Hurd make that great play over in center. As that'll be pop fouling out of play. Count goes to 0-1. Carroll ready on the mound as here's the 0-1 pitch. That will miss the zone, even the count at 1. The 1-1 to Arndt will find the zone for strike 2. Count is 1-2. Nobody out. The pitch. As that'll get grounded towards first. Tough play. Arndt racing him. Beat it out. Arndt with the great hustle will have an infield single. As this will bring out Brian Gerbers. Gerbers playing right field for the Ribbons in game 1. As here's the pitch. That'll get fouled into the stands. Count goes 0-1. Gerber stepping into the box. Here's the 0-1. Taking off to second. Throw is going to be offline. Aren't going to stay at second, as he'll find himself with a stolen base. Ribbons only WSL action today. Addison and Lombard will face off tomorrow, as that will end the regular season for about a week before Kenosha and Lombard face off on August 5th. Getting the bunt down but foul is Gerber's. Count goes to 1-2. So Kenosha and Lombard will face off. Addison and Lombard face off a couple times. And then Addison and West Allis round out the year on August 9th, as that will be hit foul into the parking lot. Umpire needing some more baseballs. Standings as they currently sit. Lombard, with 4 games left on their schedule, already have clinched the WSL title with a 17-4 record. Nobody can catch them, as in second place, West Allis currently sits at 13-10. Just behind them are the Blue Ribbons at 12-11. Look, as that'll be popped up, foul and into the stands, as count will remain 1-2. Kenosha a little bit behind the Ribbons, currently at 10-11. If the Ribbons split the doubleheader today, the Ribbons would have the tiebreaker over Kenosha after they beat them in that 5th game challenge. Will get fouled back to the net. And then the bottom 2, Sheboygan, I couldn't find where their last game is, but they currently sit at 24 games at 9-15. And then Addison currently sitting at 20 games, 5-15. The 1-2 will be high and in for a ball. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch, as that'll get popped up, foul, and out of play. Gerber's battling at the dish. 2-2, nobody out, runner at second. The pitch. Outside, ball 3. Count is now full. Kenosha is going to have 2 games coming out of this series against the Ribbons, as this will be popped up towards center. Underneath it and making the catch will be Aaron Hurd for out number 1. Gerber's battling at the dish there, but it will be the first out of the inning, as it also will bring up Easton Hurd. But yes, the Ribbons need a split to guarantee at least 3rd place, as Hurd will take strike 1 here. A sweep of Kenosha leaves the chance open for potentially getting a 2nd place finish. but that would rely on West Allis against Addison. So the most likely position for the Ribbons to end up will be third place. The 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And if the Ribbons were to drop both games today, it's still possible for them to end up in third. It would all depend on Kenosha and how they do in their 2 games after the season is over, as the count is even at 2. Kenosha would have to drop both games against Lombard, as they would then have the tiebreaker over the Ribbons. The 2-2. High for ball 3. So, lots to play for both sides. As a loss in either of these games nearly secures a 4th place spot for Kenosha, as the count will remain full. Three-two, 1 out. Pitch to Hurd will be fouled off once again. Addison hasn't technically secured that last place spot yet, as that will be ball 4. As there will now be runners at first and second, with 1 down for top of the order, Peyton Conley. Conley was hit by a pitch last time he was up. Addison has 5 games scheduled, one against Lombard. Actually, re-looking at this, it looks like they only have 4. They have 1 against Lombard on the 28th. They have another against Lombard on the 7th. And then 2 against West Allis on the 9th. So they will end with 24 games in the year. And I would assume they do not have the tiebreaker over Sheboygan, so Addison would be sitting in that spot, as that will find the zone for strike 1 to Conley. So standings almost locked up after this doubleheader versus Green Bay, as that'll be pop fouling out of play. Count is 0-2. As here's the pitch to Conley. Pop fouling out of play once again. Count remains 0-2. Carroll shaking a few pitches off. As here comes the pitch. As that will be fouled off. Conley didn't think he got a piece of it, but home plate umpire saying he did. As the count goes to 0-2. Jake Carroll ready. The 0-2 pitch. Fouling out of play. Ribbons making Carroll work here in the bottom of the second. As Gerbers and Conley fouling a lot of pitches off. As strike 3 looking, and the inning will continue, as that's only out number 2. But this will bring up Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt, first time up, had a single in the first. It put Conley in scoring position. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Schmidt this time with a runner in scoring position, trying to break the tie and bring him home. The runner at second is Easton Arndt. Here's the 0-1. As that will skip away, not far enough for Arndt to advance. As the count will go even at 1. One, 2 outs. Pitch to Schmidt will be popped up. This will go into the stands as the count now goes to 1-2. Carroll ready on the mound. The pitch. Inside, skips away. Arndt rounding third, heading for home as he'll go back. George Bravo getting to that one fast. Arndt thought about it. But Brian Price throwing the hands up late. Make sure he doesn't go. Here's the 2-2 as that's a high fly ball to left. It's high, it's deep, it's far, and it's gone! Dawson Schmidt with a 3-run blast.
Home run for Dawson Schmidt. His second on the year.
Schmidt with his second home run of the year gives the Ribbons a 3-run lead. This will also bring up a pinch hitter. It'll be number 10, Drew Sujinski. No indication why Lozier's night is done here for game 1. But Sujinski will now bat in his place. 4-1 is your score. First pitch to him is going to be high and in for ball 1. The pitch. In there for a strike, count now even. Lozier was the DH. So I imagine Sujinski will just take over that role. As the 1-1 will miss outside for a ball. Count now 2-1. Here's the pitch. High and in for ball 3. Sujinski trying to draw a walk here. The pitch. Foul tip into the glove. Count now full. The pitch to Sujinski. High and in for ball 4 as he will reach on the walk. This will bring up Boone Kirst. Kirst struck out looking last time he was up. First pitch to him will be outside for ball 1. Kerr struck out looking on 3 straight pitches. Zal pop foul and out of play. Count now even at 1. The pitch. Fouled off into the stands. Count now 1-2. Carroll ready on the mound. The pitch. Zal get popped back into the stands. Count still 1-2. Curse ready at in the box as that'll be lined towards right, a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Sujinski. He will get in standing. Cursed heading back to first with a single. And this will bring up Brady LaViolette. LaViolette, last time he was up, came in clutch with a single to tie this game up at 1. Has a chance to add a little more insurance for the Ribbons. First pitch to him. We'll find the zone for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Popped up towards right. Velasquez battling with the sun, but he'll make the catch for out number 3. Ribbons send 8 to the plate in that inning. It is 4-1 as we head to the 3rd. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Branson Kent will be the new pitcher for the Ribbons, as they currently lead 4-0 here in the top of the third. Kent making his Ribbons debut, signing a one-day contract, as that will be in there for a strike. Count even at 1. The 1-1 will be outside and low for ball 2. Kent, one of 2 players brought in for today's games, as that will miss for ball 3. We saw Price do it yesterday with Dylan Kaminsky and Josh Opiola, as that will find the zone for a strike. Count is full. Opiola didn't have such a great night, as that will be flied to left, as this will go foul. Count still full. As that will be flied to right. Calling for it and making the catch will be the right fielder, Brian Gerbers, for out number 1. This will bring up Ryan Riffenberg. Riffenberg so far today had a single in the first. As here's the first pitch to him. That will find the zone for a strike. Got him at 0-1. There is action in the Kings arm barn. We'll have to see what they do for the bottom of the third, as that will be swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. That pitch will miss the zone outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Went around that time, as there are now 2 down for Sam Plash. Plash flew out to center last time he was up, as we'll see what he does here in the top of the third. Pitch will be in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch, as that'll be fouled back to the net. Count now 0-2. Kent ready on the mound. Here's the pitch, as that'll be fouled off. Kent going to take a little extra time coming back to the mound. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Violet not chasing it, as it will land in the stands. 0-2, 2 outs. Kent trying to set the Kings down 1-2-3 for the first time today. The pitch. Popped up. Conley giving chase. He'll get underneath it and make the catch for out number 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the third. As we head to the bottom of the third, it's 4-1 Ribbons. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Braden Plew will be the batter here for Green Bay. There was a pitching change for Kenosha. It will be number 32. As Plew will stare at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That will be in the zone for a strike. Count even at 1. Here's the 1-1 to Plew. In there for strike 2. Plew struck out last time he was up. He's hoping for something different here. As here's the 1-2 pitch. Low for ball 2. Two, nobody out. Plew, first batter of the inning, looking to get something started here. The pitch. That'll be lined to left. If it's fair, it's a good hit, but it won't be fair. Plew made his way back to the box quite quickly. As here comes the pitch. Foul back to the net. Count remains even at 2. Blue ready in the box. The pitch. High for ball 3. Count now full. 3-2, nobody out. The pitch to Plu. As that'll be grounded towards first, third, it will get through the hole. As Plu looking to get something started here, as he'll have a single here in the bottom of the third. This will bring up Easton Arndt. Arndt had a single in the second, eventually came around to score. Ribbons hoping to do that again here in the third. As we'll see what they can do. First pitch to Arndt. It's going to be inside for a ball. Arndt scored on the 3-run blast from Dawson Schmidt. As here's the 1-0. As that'll be lined towards second. Not able to get a hold of it, as Arndt will reach once again. We'll see what the official ruling is. It will go down as an E4. As Plu heads to second, this will bring up Brian Gerbers. Gerbers flew out to center last time he was up. First pitch to him. Squares around a bunt, gets one down. It's a beaut. Throw is nowhere as he can't get a grip on the ball. They mark it as a hit, as that will be a hit for Gerbers, but more importantly, loads the bases for the Ribbons and for Eason Hurd. Last time Hurd was up, he was able to draw a walk. We'll see what he can do here now with the bases loaded. First pitch to Hurd. Will be low for ball 1. The 1-0. That will find the zone for strike. Count is now even. The 1-1. As that will get away from the catcher. Coming around to score will be Braden Plu. As the Ribbons add a little bit of insurance and remove all force plays. Count is now 1-2 to Eason Hurd. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 2. If you've enjoyed Blue Ribbons baseball throughout the season, thank Cherry Optical Lab, as they have been sponsoring every Blue Ribbons game this season. And if you need glasses, eye exams, contacts, update your prescription, they can do it all. Cherry Optical Lab, see the difference. Count remains 2-2. Hurd battled last time he was up. Doing it again here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That will be in there for strike 3. As there's now one down for Peyton Conley. Ribbons gone through the order twice now. And each ribbon has reached base at least once, except for Landon Lozier, who was pulled from the game for Drew Sujinski. Sujinski was able to reach on a walk. Conley checks his swing. Count is 1-0. Conley reached in the first with a hit by pitch. He would eventually come around to score. And then struck out looking in the second. The 1-0. As that will be grounded towards the pitcher. Throw to first is going to be not in time as the throw pulls him off the bag. Arndt and Gerbers were not running on the play. So it will be a single for Conley. And it will bring up Dawson Schmidt. Schmidt, a single in the first. And then a home run in the second, which scored 3. Here comes the first pitch to Schmidt. As that'll be swung on and missed for strike 1. Schmidt looking to do some damage here. As here's the 0-1 pitch. As that'll be grounded towards the middle. Over to first for 1. A run does come around to score. Easton Arndt coming around. Gerbers to third. Conley to second. It is 6-1 Ribbons. And the Ribbons have 2 runners in scoring position and a free base open at first for Drew Sujinski. Sujinski came in to bat in the second, as he'll foul this one towards left. He was able to draw a walk. Got all the way around to third after the Dawson Schmidt home run, but was unable to come around and score. The 0-1 be swung on and missed for strike 2. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for a ball. Count now 1-2. Sujinski trying to add some insurance for the Ribbons. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and the inning is over. Ribbons do get 2 across here in the third. It's 6-1 Ribs as we head to the fourth. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Chris Blyskill, Jack Ryan, George Bravo. Those are your due up for the Kenosha Kings here in the top of the fourth. Blyskill will stare at strike one as Branson Kent comes out for his second inning of work. That pitch will be inside for a ball. Count is even. The pitch. High and outside for ball two. As here comes the 2-1. As that'll be lined towards first. Flip to the pitcher, Kent. As Blyskill will head back to the dugout. This will bring up Jack Ryan. Ryan was able to draw a walk in the second. We'll see what he can do here against Kent. First pitch to him. He's going to be in there for a strike. Got him at 0-1. Ryan in the box. The 0-1. In there for strike two. Ryan prepared himself to get hit there as he turned the back to the pitcher. The 0-2 is going to be fouled off. Looked like it came off his foot. Count remains 0-2. The pitch from Kent. As that'll get fouled off. Back to the net. Count remains 0-2. Ryan battling at the dish. Here's the pitch. As that'll be lined towards right. As this will go foul. Ribbons breathing a sigh of relief. As that one could have been dangerous. Umpire letting the Ribbons know he needs more baseballs. Jack Ryan still at the dish, still staring at an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. As that'll be a high fly ball towards right. Aren't going to get underneath it for out number 2. As this will bring up George Bravo. Bravo had a single last time he was up. Got all the way around to second base. Ribbons hoping to not let that happen again. As here comes his first pitch. That will miss the zone for a ball. LaViolette looking for something new. He's looking at his hand. As something may have happened to his glove. As he gets a second one. So LaViolet changing gloves. We'll see if this makes any difference. Don't know what happened to that glove, but LaViolet took it off immediately. As Bravo stares at a 1-0 count. Count now even at 1. Here's the pitch. Falls in there for strike 2. Kent looking to do it again here in the top of the 4th. As that'll be a high fly ball to left. Trying to get to it is Plu. As he will for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th. It's still 6-1 Ribbons as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 4th here at Joannes Park. Boone Curse, Brady LaViolet, Braden Plu. Those are your due up for the Green Bay Blue Ribbons. Found out the new pitcher's name is Danny Glenhouse. As that first pitch will find the zone for strike 1. Glenhouse pitched last inning. Staying in here for his 2nd inning of work. Here's the 0-1. Low for ball 1. The 1-1 from Glenhouse. As that'll get grounded towards short. Throw to first will be in time to get cursed. As there's now 1 down for Brady LaViolet. LaViolet so far today, single in the 1st and then flew out to first base in the second. Kirsten LaViolet, one of two players not to bat in the previous inning. As that pitch will find the zone for a strike. Count is 0-1. The pitch. That'll be high for a ball. Count is even. LaViolet taking a little extra time before heading back into the box. As here comes the 1-1 pitch. Low for ball 2. Count now 2-1. As here's the pitch. That will find the zone for strike 2. LaViolet. Gotta be defensive here. Here comes the pitch. That'll be high for ball 3. Count now full. Three, two, 1 out. LaViolet looking to reach here. The pitch. As that'll be grounded to third. Throw to first will be in time to get LaViolet. As Velasquez able to keep his foot on the bag this time. This will bring up Braden Plew. Plew so far today struck out swinging in the first. Then had a single and eventually came around to score in the third. Kenosha trying to stop the Ribbons from scoring in an inning for the first time today. As that pitch will be high for ball 1. Plew ready in the box. The pitch. Outside for ball 2. Plew stepping in the box long before Glenhouse able to make his way to the mound. Here comes the 2-0. As that'll be lined to right. It's high, it's deep, but able to make the over-the-shoulder grab is Sam Plash for out number 3. And the inning is over. Ribbons go 1-2-3 here in the 4th. It's still 6-1 as we head to the 5th. You're watching Blue Ribbons Baseball on the Ribbons Broadcast Network. JT Reed will be the batter for Kenosha. Joel Kate and Mason Velasquez will be the batters here in the top of the 5th. Reed, so far today, was hit by a pitch in the first, then had a fly out to center in the second. He'll bunt this one. Kent racing him. He'll get the tag for the out. Great heads-up play from Branson Kent to get the out. As this will bring up Joel Kate. Fans hoping Joel Kate strikes out, as he is the beer batter here for game 1. If he strikes out, buy one, get one free PBR at the concession stand. As that pitch will miss the zone for a ball. Kent making the heads-up play to try to tag the runner instead of going for the bag only. Count is 2-0 to Kate. Here's the pitch. Low and away for ball 3. Ribbons trying to see what Branson Kent can do. The 3-0. That will hit the zone for strike 1. Kate hasn't recorded an at-bat yet. Drew a walk in the first and then was hit by a pitch in the second. As he'll stare at strike 2. Count now full. 3-2, 1 out. Kent ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 looking. Buy one, get one free PBR at the concession stand. As Joel Kate started walking to first before the ball was in the glove. As buy one, get one free PBRs all around here at the ballpark. As this will bring up Mason Velasquez. As that will be grounded towards third. It will stay fair as Velasquez will have an infield single. That was 9 batters in a row between Branson Kent and Matthew Eberhardt. So the streak ends. Runner at first. As that pitch will be high and in for a ball. We'll see how Kent reacts now with a runner on base. Here's the 1-0. Low and away for ball 2. Count is 2-0. Kent ready. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Got him at 2-1. Here's the pitch to Hurd. That'll skip low for ball 3. Kent a little shaky after allowing a runner on base as he looks to change it up here. Here comes the 3-1. In there for a strike. Count now full to Hurd. 3-2, 2 outs. Kent trying to get out of this inning. As here comes the pitch. As that'll be lined to left. It's high and deep, and it is gone. Just sneaking over the wall. It will be a 2-run home run for Aaron Hurd. Cutting the lead down to 3. As it is now 6-3 Ribbons. As Hayden Price coming out. No one warming up in the arm barn. So this more than likely a chat between him and Kent. Has not taken the ball away yet.